Hey guys, World War II vehicle guy here again with both of the Dodges outside. Hasn't been much going on around here. As you can see, it's winter time and the salt has unfortunately hit the road, so that kind of prevents us from driving any of these old war horses. But I've been going over both of them. I'll probably always be in the process of fixing up this WC51, but trying to fix a lot of Bubba hacks on it. Recently, I just got all new rubber fuel lines for it, the correct fuel filter. They had bypassed it at some point in time and just ran some rubber lines, so I had to get all that cobbleization out of there. I've got the new lines installed, and it's running as it should. With that, we also did pick up a Pioneer rack for it, and then I got some correct tools for it, got those painted, so got those installed on the truck. Kind of looks a little goofy with those freshly painted tools on such a beat up old truck, but I kind of like it as is. You know, I always preach to everyone with my trucks, they are mechanically sound. The looks I could care less about, but if I get in them and drive them 100 and some miles a day and they get me back home, that's all I really care about. But I got the old 51 there, and then we got the WC56 here. Got some parts in for it. Slowly getting all the stupid little things taken care of on it. But both of them are ready to go for the springtime here. It's nice having them pulled out of the garage here. It's a good time to tell if the four-wheel drive works, because if you know anything about military non-directional tires, you know they don't go worth a damn in the snow. So fortunately, both of the four-wheel drives and the trucks do work, or else I probably wouldn't have been able to get back into the garage. But like I said, hopefully soon we'll have some good driving videos. They did get me a GoPro for Christmas, so I'll be able to hopefully do some better videoing. The next project here is Old Francine, the 42 GPW. It does need a new exhaust manifold, so we're going to be getting that ordered here next week and hopefully get that taken care of next weekend. Get it all ready to go, greased, fluids checked for the summertime. We do have a toy hauler camper, so when we go on our camping excursions, I usually do always try to take the Jeep. It's not every day you pull up to a campground and see a World War II Jeep coming out of a toy hauler. A lot of people expect golf carts, but I pull this out, and then usually I have a pretty decent crowd over a couple minutes after I pull it out, and we're still trying to set up camp, and people are trying to talk to me about the Jeep. But hey, it's always interesting taking these old trucks and Jeeps somewhere. Once we finish up the GPW, the 506 Chevy is next on the list. I don't have any videos of that. That is not stored at my house because it doesn't fit in the garage. It is up at our local steam show in the building there, but we need to get some transfer case seals done on it, so it'll be ready here for the next show season. I haven't really done a whole good walk around of this Jeep. It is a script Jeep. You can see the tub is pretty banged up, but it is all original. It is GPW 8147, delivery date of March 20th, 1942 to the U.S. Army. So this Jeep's pretty early. Not sure how educated you guys on the Ford Jeeps, but this Jeep still remains a lot of the stamped F markings. We can see there that's an original fender. You can see that's stamped with an F. As well as here on the Fords, they did stamp everything with an F, because that's just kind of the way Henry Ford was. Like I said, this Jeep, she's pretty banged up, but I think I get a lot more compliments on it being the way it is rather than a full-blown restoration. This does have a correct GPW engine. Unfortunately, it's not original to the Jeep. The owner previous to me did install the rebuilt engine, but it does run and drive like a top. When I got it, the T84 transmission was having some issues, so we did get that rebuilt, as well as the transfer case. These World War II Jeeps are notorious for popping out of second gear. I had it out one time, and that's what did it in. The synchro dogs actually flipped up, and then I wasn't able to get it in the second anymore, so we had to drive all the way home in third gear. That was pretty interesting, but luckily I wasn't too far away from home. But she's a nice driver. That's all. Like I said, that's all I care about. Well, not so much looks, but I like more functionality than anything. I like to get in them, drive them, and know they're going to get me home. But hopefully next week we'll have an update video on old Francine here. Some history on this Jeep. After it left the Army, it was actually World War II veterans' daily driver for 40-some years before it got parked in a barn. So that's kind of interesting to know that a World War II veteran did own this Jeep, and that was his driver. Probably why it got so beat up. I'm not exactly sure what state he was from, but I'm sure the roads weren't too nice to the poor little Jeep. But in the back, you can see we got a replica M1 Grand. This is my grandfather's actually original duffel bag from Korea, Corporal Ray Roman. Unfortunately, he's no longer with us, so I always take his Korean veteran hat with me everywhere I go. I actually still have his original uniform and several other little items. Maybe we'll do a separate video on that. I always try to take that out with me when I go to car shows and just display everything. But hopefully you guys are all staying warm here. It's pretty cold here in Pennsylvania, but have a good night. We'll catch you on the next video.